In 1975, Jaws made us afraid to go in the water.
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
But 5 million years ago, there was a real sea monster that would have made the movie shark look like a guppy.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Meet Livyatan, a whale so massive and fearsome, it could have swallowed a great white shark whole. Imagine if instead of a great white, Livyatan had been the star of Jaws. This prehistoric behemoth, with its 14-inch teeth and body length of up to 57 feet, would have turned beach towns into ghost towns. Livyatan roamed the oceans during the Miocene epoch, a time when the seas teemed with giant marine predators. Discovered in 2008, Livyatan has since captured the imagination of paleontologists and the public alike. Its skull alone was nearly 10 feet long, housing a brain capable of sophisticated hunting strategies. While the Jaws shark was intimidating at 25 feet, Livyatan dwarfed it in both size and predatory prowess. This ancient whale wasn't just bigger, it was a true apex predator of prehistoric proportions. While Livyatan's immense size is awe-inspiring, it's the creature's teeth that truly set it apart. What if I told you that this ancient whale possessed dental weaponry so extreme, it makes modern predators look like they're equipped with butter knives? Imagine a creature so massive that it could weigh up to 60 tons. That's approximately 30 times the weight of an average car and around 10 times the weight of a medium-sized male orca. Livyatan, this prehistoric whale, wasn't just big, it was a true Leviathan of the seas, dwarfing even the largest modern marine predators. To put its size into perspective, picture a whale longer than a semi-truck, stretching between 44 and 57 feet in length. This colossal size alone would have made Livyatan a formidable presence in the ancient oceans. But it was the combination of its size and predatory adaptations that truly set it apart as one of history's most terrifying marine hunters. But let's focus on those teeth, the true stars of Livyatan's arsenal. These weren't just any teeth, they were massive, deadly weapons designed for maximum carnage. The largest of Livyatan's teeth could reach up to 1.2 feet in length, making them the biggest biting teeth of any known predator in Earth's history. For comparison, that's about the length of a standard ruler. Imagine having a mouthful of those. However, it wasn't just the length of these teeth that made them so fearsome. They were also incredibly thick, measuring up to 4 inches wide at their midsection before tapering to razor-sharp points. This unique design allowed for deep penetration into prey, ensuring that once Livyatan latched onto something, it wasn't letting go. The arrangement of these teeth was equally impressive. They were angled in a way that created an overlapping effect, essentially turning Livyatan's mouth into a giant organic pair of scissors. This dental design allowed the prehistoric whale to shear through even the toughest prey with ease, slicing through flesh and bone as if they were butter. But Livyatan's bite was more than just its teeth. The construction of its skull indicated highly flexible jaws, enabling it to open wide enough to hold the record for the largest bite of any tetrapod ever. This combination of massive, sharp teeth and a wide gape meant that Livyatan could tackle an incredibly diverse range of prey, from large fish to other whales. When it comes to bite force, Livyatan was in a league of its own. While exact measurements are impossible to determine for an extinct species, based on its skull structure and tooth size, paleontologists estimate that Livyatan's bite force could have exceeded 10,000 newtons. To put that into perspective, that's more than 5 times the bite force of a modern great white shark, and potentially even greater than that of the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. This incredible biting power, combined with Livyatan's massive size and weight, positioned it as one of the most formidable predators to ever exist. It was capable of preying on a wide range of large marine animals, including other whales. In the Miocene epoch seas, few creatures would have been safe from Livyatan's jaws. Livyatan's size and teeth made it a formidable hunter, but these weren't its only tricks. Imagine a creature that could not only crush its prey, but also track them with pinpoint accuracy from over a kilometer away. How did this ancient whale turn the vast, murky ocean into its personal hunting ground? The answer lies in Livyatan's advanced echolocation abilities, a sophisticated biological sonar system that gave this prehistoric predator a significant edge in its marine environment. At the heart of this capability was Livyatan's large supracranial basin, a feature that indicates the presence of a spermaceti organ. This organ, found in modern sperm whales, plays a crucial role in sound generation and detection. But Livyatan's echolocation wasn't just on par with its modern relatives, it was likely far superior. The size of its supracranial basin suggests that this ancient whale could detect prey from distances of up to 14 football fields away. In the murky depths of prehistoric oceans, this sensory advantage would have been nothing short of revolutionary. Picture a Livyatan gliding silently through the Miocene seas, its massive body propelled effortlessly through the water. As it moves, it emits a series of high-frequency clicks, inaudible to human ears. These sound waves travel through the water, bouncing off potential prey and returning to Livyatan with crucial information about its surroundings. In an instant, Livyatan processes this sonic data, creating a detailed mental map of its environment. A school of large fish, perhaps, or even better, a pod of smaller whales. With its unparalleled echolocation, Livyatan could not only locate its prey, but also assess their size, speed, and even their internal anatomy. This allowed the prehistoric whale to make split-second decisions about which prey to pursue and how to approach them most effectively. But Livyatan's hunting prowess wasn't limited to its sensory capabilities. Once it located its prey, this ancient predator had another trick up its sleeve, or rather, in its skull. Livyatan's robust body and flexible jaws likely allowed it to utilize battering-ram tactics when hunting, similar to modern sperm whales that have been known to sink large whaling ships by ramming them. Imagine a 60-ton Livyatan having pinpointed its prey from over a kilometer away, now accelerating through the water with surprising speed for its size. As it closes in on its target, perhaps a smaller whale, Livyatan doesn't merely rely on its fearsome teeth. Instead, it uses its entire body as a weapon, ramming into its prey with devastating force. The impact would have been catastrophic for Livyatan's unfortunate victim. The sheer mass behind such a collision, combined with Livyatan's speed, would have stunned or outright killed many of its prey instantly. For those that survived the initial impact, they would have found themselves at the mercy of Livyatan's lethal jaws and teeth. This combination of advanced sensory capabilities and brute force made Livyatan a truly terrifying predator. Its hunting strategy likely focused on large marine mammals, with a diet consisting primarily of other whales, seals, and large fish. In fact, Livyatan was capable of bringing down prey as large as 10 meters long and weighing up to 11 tons, showcasing its dominance in the marine ecosystem. The presence of such a formidable predator would have had far-reaching effects on the Miocene marine environment. Livyatan's ability to prey on various species that inhabited its environment meant it could potentially alter entire marine communities. Smaller whales and large fish would have had to develop new strategies to avoid detection, while competing predators would have found themselves outclassed in both size and hunting ability. While Livyatan dominated its corner of the ancient oceans, another marine monster was carving out its own bloody reign. In a world where size meant survival, these two Leviathans were on a collision course. But which would emerge as the true king of the Miocene seas? The Miocene epoch, spanning from about 23 to 5 million years ago, was a time of significant climate change and biological evolution. The Earth was experiencing a warmer climate, which facilitated the evolution of large marine carnivores. This warming trend created ideal conditions for the development of massive predators like Livyatan and its infamous contemporary Megalodon. Megalodon, the largest shark to ever exist, was a formidable presence in the Miocene oceans. With estimates suggesting lengths of over 18 meters, 59 feet, and weights exceeding 100 tons, Megalodon slightly outclassed Livyatan in sheer size. This ancient shark was a true apex predator, possessing an estimated bite force of 182,000 newtons, significantly stronger than Livyatan's bite, which is thought to have been comparable to that of a Tyrannosaurus rex. However, size and bite force weren't the only factors at play in this prehistoric power struggle. Livyatan, despite being slightly smaller, had several advantages that could have leveled the playing field. Its agility, combined with its advanced echolocation abilities, would have made it a formidable opponent even for the larger Megalodon. One intriguing aspect of Livyatan's potential advantage lies in its social behavior. Modern sperm whales, Livyatan's closest living relatives, are known to live and hunt in pods. If Livyatan shared this trait, it could have provided a significant edge in confrontations with Megalodon. Imagine a group of these massive predatory whales working together to defend against or even hunt the giant shark. The coexistence of Livyatan and Megalodon for nearly 5 million years suggests a complex relationship between these two apex predators. It's likely that they managed to thrive without frequent direct confrontations, possibly by focusing on different prey species or hunting in separate parts of the ocean. This scenario is not uncommon in nature. Many modern predators avoid direct competition by specializing in different ecological niches. However, the possibility of occasional clashes between these titans cannot be ruled out. When two predators of such immense size and power share an ecosystem, encounters are bound to occur. These interactions might have resembled the dynamics between modern large predators, where both species generally avoid direct confrontations, but may target younger or weaker individuals of the other species when the opportunity arises. Imagining a hypothetical encounter between an adult Livyatan and an adult Megalodon is a paleontologist's dream scenario. Picture two giants of the Miocene seas crossing paths in the open ocean. Megalodon, with its powerful jaws lined with serrated teeth, could inflict devastating damage with a single bite. On the other hand, Livyatan's agility and echolocation would allow it to detect and potentially outmaneuver its shark rival. The outcome of such an encounter would likely depend on various factors: the specific size and health of the individuals involved, the environment in which they met, and perhaps even an element of chance. While Megalodon's superior bite force gave it an edge in raw power, Livyatan's intelligence and potential social support could have tipped the scales in its favor. It's important to note that while these speculations are based on scientific evidence, the exact nature of interactions between Livyatan and Megalodon remains in the realm of informed conjecture. There is no direct evidence of confrontations between these species, but their coexistence in the same time period and similar ecological roles make such encounters plausible. Livyatan's reign in the ancient oceans seemed unassailable, yet this marine colossus met its match in an unexpected foe. What could possibly challenge a predator capable of devouring whales? The answer unveils a complex interplay of climate, evolution, and ecological change that would reshape Earth's oceans. During its prime, Livyatan primarily inhabited the coastal waters off Peru and Chile. These regions teemed with diverse marine life, providing an abundant hunting ground for the massive predator. The rich ecosystem supported Livyatan's hypercarnivorous diet, which consisted mainly of other whales and large marine animals. As a macroraptorial sperm whale, Livyatan's feeding habits were truly impressive, with the ability to prey on marine mammals up to 10 meters, 33 feet long. However, the very environment that fostered Livyatan's dominance would ultimately contribute to its downfall. As the Earth's climate began to shift, a series of changes set in motion a chain of events that would challenge even this formidable predator. The cooling of the planet and the growth of ice sheets triggered significant alterations in marine ecosystems, particularly affecting Livyatan's primary prey. One of the most crucial developments was the emergence and rapid evolution of baleen whales. As the climate cooled, these filter-feeding giants began to grow larger, adapting to the changing oceanic conditions. This increase in size posed a significant challenge for Livyatan, as its preferred prey became more difficult to hunt and subdue. The energy expenditure required to take down these massive baleen whales may have outweighed the nutritional benefits, putting strain on Livyatan's hunting efficiency. Simultaneously, the cooling climate led to an increase in zooplankton populations, which further fueled the growth and success of baleen whales. This abundance of food allowed baleen whales to not only grow larger, but also to proliferate, changing the composition of marine mammal communities. As a result, Livyatan found itself in an increasingly competitive environment, with its ecological niche under pressure from multiple angles. Adding to the complexity of Livyatan's struggle was the emergence of new marine predators. Paleontologists suggest that the rise of predatory dolphins, particularly the globus, created additional competition for food resources. As one expert notes, the emergence of the globus, whose members are predatory dolphins, along with the increase in baleen whale size, created a perfect storm that contributed to Leviathan's decline. This combination of factors, larger, more challenging prey, increased competition, and changing environmental conditions, gradually eroded Livyatan's dominance in the marine ecosystem. The once unassailable predator found itself facing a world that was becoming increasingly inhospitable to its specialized hunting strategies and dietary needs. The story of Livyatan's decline serves as a powerful reminder of the intricate relationships between climate, ecosystems, and species survival. Even the mightiest predators are not immune to the forces of environmental change. This ancient whale, with its fearsome teeth and incredible hunting prowess, ultimately succumbed to shifts in its environment that it could not overcome through physical adaptations alone. While Livyatan's real-life story ended millions of years ago, its legacy as a fearsome predator lives on in our imagination. But what if this ancient whale had starred in one of cinema's most iconic thrillers? Picture Jaws, but with a 60-ton prehistoric whale as the antagonist. How would this change the entire narrative? The original Jaws film, released in 1975, instilled a deep-seated fear of sharks in generations of moviegoers. Now imagine replacing the 25-foot great white shark with a creature more than twice its size, equipped with teeth longer than a human arm. The Livyatan, with its 14-inch teeth and body length of up to 57 feet, would have transformed the movie from a tense thriller into a prehistoric nightmare. In this reimagined version, the iconic opening scene would take on a whole new level of terror. Instead of a stealthy shark attack, we might witness a massive whale-like shadow passing beneath the unsuspecting swimmer. The sheer size of Livyatan would create a more visible threat, with its massive head potentially breaking the surface before the attack, adding a visual element of horror that the original film could only hint at. The famous line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat," would become an extreme understatement. In fact, no regular fishing vessel would stand a chance against a 60-ton predator. The characters would likely need to resort to much larger ships, perhaps even military vessels, to have any hope of confronting the Livyatan. This change would drastically alter the dynamics of the hunt, potentially shifting the focus from a battle of wits to a more action-packed confrontation. Coastal communities in this alternate Jaws universe would face a threat of unprecedented proportions. The reaction to Livyatan sightings would likely be far more extreme than in the original film. We might see entire coastlines shut down, not just individual beaches. The economic impact on these communities would be catastrophic, potentially leading to mass evacuations and the transformation of thriving seaside towns into ghost towns. Modern technology and scientific knowledge would play a crucial role in tracking and potentially confronting a Livyatan-like creature. Sonar systems, underwater drones, and satellite tracking could all be employed to monitor the movements of such a massive predator. Marine biologists and paleontologists would likely be called in as consultants, adding a layer of scientific intrigue to the narrative. The film might explore the ethical dilemmas of how to deal with such a creature. Should it be killed, captured for study, or left alone as a rare survivor of prehistoric times? The hunting strategies of Livyatan would provide ample material for heart-stopping scenes. Its advanced echolocation abilities could be used to create tense moments where the characters know they're being hunted but can't see their pursuer. The whale's battering-ram tactics could lead to spectacular sequences of destroyed ships and underwater chaos. This reimagining of Jaws, with Livyatan as the central threat, serves to highlight the true wonders and terrors of prehistoric marine life. It reminds us that while Hollywood often exaggerates for dramatic effect, the reality of Earth's past can be even more astonishing. Livyatan, with its immense size, deadly jaws, and sophisticated hunting abilities, represents a level of predatory evolution that surpasses even the most imaginative fictional monsters. The discovery of Livyatan in 2008 reshaped our understanding of prehistoric marine life. This colossal predator, with its 14-inch teeth and 57-foot length, dominated the Miocene seas. Livyatan's advanced echolocation and battering-ram tactics made it a formidable hunter, capable of taking down prey up to 33 feet long. The legacy of Livyatan extends beyond its physical characteristics. It serves as a testament to the complex dynamics of ancient marine ecosystems, where massive predators coexisted and competed. This prehistoric whale continues to captivate both scientific inquiry and popular imagination, highlighting the importance of paleontological discoveries in reconstructing Earth's past. As we uncover more about creatures like Livyatan, we're reminded that the Earth's geological record still holds many secrets. The ongoing exploration of our planet's history promises to reveal more wonders of prehistoric life, inviting us to delve deeper into the fascinating world of ancient oceans and their inhabitants.